Welcome to Two Tired Twats.
It's
Oh, I didn't wait until Carrie pointed at me. Okay, sorry, did I cut in too soon in the end of the song? How about that song, people? It's finally on the live. David Chippy Chappy, Man Brain Podcast. Thank you for writing that music for us.
just say Man Brain Podcast
Yeah, I
because
said
his
real-
name is not Chippy Chappy.
I know, I just say that because we call him Magaga. That's not his
It's
name either.
Chaffee.
It's David Chaffee with Hank, and they have a great podcast. All right. Thank you. All right, my name is Patty Rossborough.
And you're listening to what?
Two Tired Twats.
And I am tired today
You-
I'm fucking exhausted today because I couldn't sleep all night.
What was wrong with you?
My
sleeping?
menopause. I'm menopausal.
You know what you need?
Fucking bullshit. I want to kill somebody.
I will tell you what I did.
10 motherfucking years already.
Can I just tell you I slept for 10 hours last night. You want to know why?
You took pot. You smoked
Something
pot.
I won't tell you, but it might have been vaping something. And I slept for 10 fucking hours. I
Well,
had
Patty,
no pain
I
down my
have
arm.
paranoia
Children.
issues.
Oh, well, if you get the right thing, you don't have paranoia.
Yeah, well.
So you vape the medicinal marijuana?
Well, yes.
and you're out like, wow, that's amazing.
It's,
That 10
I want
hours
it to
is
be
10
legal
hours.
all over New York.
Can
legal.
we-
We should introduce. This is Carrie Karavis, one of the two hosts of
One of
Two
the
Tired Twats.
tired
One of the tired
twats.
twats.
One of the twats.
And as Kevin says, good twat, bad twat. Get it?
Yeah, so which one are you? The good one?
You know, Carrie always knows how to get to the
Bad
meat of
stuff,
things.
yes.
She knows how to get there.
Bad twat.
So we have a very fabulous guest, Carrie, today.
Very funny man.
He's very funny, and he was
I
on
haven't seen you in a long
It's been a
time.
long
30
time.
Rock.
He's been on 30 Rock.
And I just watched his comedy set on Gotham Live.
Oh,
He did.
yeah.
Very
Oh,
funny.
thank you. Yeah.
John Mooney
Thank
is here
you.
today.
The honorary twat
You are an
of
honorary
the
twat.
afternoon.
John Mooney, you on 30 Rock, you were Reverend Gary.
Yeah.
But now they killed him off, or what happened
They
to
killed
Reverend
him
Gary?
off.
How fucking dare they?
Well,
And-
the show's long over, so they
I
had
know,
to
but they had
wrap
to
it up.
kill you.
They killed me off. I can't remember how they killed off the character, but then they made like a reference to it on Kimmy Schmidt
Yes,
in some weird way.
I saw.
you know?
I was reading this thing, and it said that the character of where's the damn other character? They said it's Richard Wayne Gay Wayne. Wait, Richard Wayne Gay Wayne. That's another character.
I think that's somebody else. I don't know who that is.
Because they were saying, was that the same as Gary? Did they bring him back to life?
Oh, but they mentioned Gary specifically in a reverend context on Kimmy Schmidt, and they always sort of like referenced it, but they never. Great.
Excuse me, a
Harry?
bill collector. I
Is
don't
that
know-
Tina
I
Fey?
don't know anybody from
Telling us not talk about her property.
I don't know
Her
anybody
intellectual
from
property.
area code 508.
Oh, yeah, I said Richard
That's
Wayne
Cape Cod.
Gay Wayne, but it was actually Richard Wayne Gary Wayne.
There you go. Yes,
I
yes,
can't
yes,
read
yes.
my own handwriting. But
Nobody
that is,
can.
That is not the same character.
It's like a hint at it, an allusion at it, but now they killed it off. It's a shame. It would have been
They could have
great
brought
to.
you back on the
Yeah, it would
other
have been
show.
great.
Well,
Didn't happen.
you might come back to life when the show, if they pick it up again.
What, Kimmy Schmidt? No, it's all done. She's got to get
30
another
Rock,
project.
maybe?
Oh, 30 Rock. My dream would, you have kids, Carrie. Pops, the little bobblehead kind of thing, but they don't bobble.
Yeah.
If they made 30 Rock bobbleheads and made me as a Pops, I would be really, really jazzed.
I never heard of Pops.
Do you have kids?
They're
I do
little
have kids.
bobblehead things, but they don't bobble.
Then what
They're
the hell
little
are they a
figurines.
bubble?
You don't bobble either.
They're little figurines that
Haven't
you
bobbled
know
in
what
years.
Pops are, right? They're like a real Comic-Con thing.
Yeah.
And,
Adam's lying.
What,
Adam's like, yeah, he's
Adam's not a Comic Con. He
I'm a-
looks like a nerd, but
I'm
he's
a little
not.
bit lying.
He's
Yeah,
not
I
a-
mean, I know bobbleheads.
Well, if the Pops is like the
We're not talking about your
the millennial
ex-girlfriend.
bobblehead, and they make them for like TV shows, video games. It's like
Okay.
Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, and if they made it for 30 Rock, and
You
and
would
if
be
I
very
was one,
excited.
I'd be
Now,
really
Craig
jazzed.
Robinson was on 30 Rock.
Craig Robinson was he
Who's
was
Craig
on.
Robinson?
He was
Oh,
on
the
the
black
Office.
guy. He
Oh,
was
he's
in
on
The
the
Office.
Office. I always think he's on 30 Rock. I don't know why.
No, Judah
Friedlander.
Friedlander
Right,
was on
right, okay,
30
okay.
And then
Rock.
what's his name? Alec Baldwin, who just got in trouble
Baldwin.
for did you hear this, Carrie? He had a parking space. Someone was saving him a parking space. A guy came in, he took the parking space, and Alec Baldwin sucker punched.
Good!
That's
Good!
Kevin said good also.
Fuck you! I got my friend standing in the parking spot, you fuckhead.
Okay.
Now that means it's my spot. I had to make a use. I had to drop my mother off, who has one leg. Fuck you!
Wait, your mother has one leg?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but did he actually have somebody holding the spot? He was just like, oh, let me.
That's what he
Clock
said.
this guy.
Yeah, and he clocked him, and he said, "Oh, that's not why I clocked him. All I know is this guy's clocked more people." But
I like Alec Baldwin. I think he should clock everybody.
here's the thing: I'm driving to get a space, right? I had to pay fucking $35 for parking.
Yeah, see, I didn't. I parked right here, the spot right on
That's why I
81st
went-
Street.
I went on 82nd. Okay. So I'm driving past the Chinese restaurant, and there's 6 garbage bags in front of it because they're obviously saving the space for somebody. You know what I want to do? I want to fucking lift all those smelly garbage bags
And get a
from the-
rat
and
attack you.
Yeah, exactly. But like, I don't like when people save the space. But my question to John Mooney is,
Yes.
as I choked it,
Okay,
my
here's
hairspray.
what happened. If you weren't watching before,
Oh my God, man.
Patty Roseborough comes into a 2x4 room and goes, "Can I spray my hairspray?" I said, "No, I have asthma." She goes, "Oh, just spray a
And
little
does
bit."
it anyway.
She does it anyway.
That's terrible. That
Sprays
was-
2 pumps.
But-
And then chokes herself
My
to
own
fucking
fucking
death.
hairspray was
Which I'm fucking happy you got choked to
It's
death.
still in my lungs.
Good.
Okay.
It's
So-
kind of like saying, like, oh, you know, I don't mean to be rude before they say what they're going to say. They're just saying, I'm about to be completely
I don't mean
rude.
to be
That's
rude, but
Don't be
your
upset.
fucking stomach is human.
That's what my that's what my daughter says to me. No offense, but you're completely annoying. This man. So what I want to
Yeah.
know is,
Well, I can't
Does-
agree with her.
I am annoying, right? So, Alec Baldwin, did you meet him? Is he an asshole?
I met him.
You can say because the show's not coming back.
I met. No, I met him. You know, I don't think he's. Here's what I think. I think he's an asshole, but only in the. And by that I don't think he's an asshole. He reminds me a lot of Mark Maron, who I really like,
Who was also an asshole,
but
though.
who I don't. Not in the asshole like Trump is an asshole. Like
A
this
different
guy
kind
just
of
like
asshole.
can't turn it off when the switch is flipped, and he doesn't.
He gets angry.
I mean, he gets angry.
Wait a
It's like
minute,
he
he's a
can't help
human
himself.
being. The
I
guy took
agree.
his fucking spot. Get out and beat the shit out of him.
But
Are you
that's-
people fucking kidding me?
But he's
These
too old to be-
entitled motherfuckers.
He's too old to
are
be carrying
still
on like this.
Too bad. No, that's not true.
I
That's
think
not true. Then
he's-
what? Well, but he's too old.
He's got
Beat
the
shit
wife.
out of him.
He's got the
Clock
wife
him every time.
who's like 30 years younger. I keep
More
choking on
hairspray?
my hairspray.
Patty.
You know, I
Maybe
don't mean
it's
to
the
be
vaping
offensive,
from
but
last night. Maybe I have cancer of the lungs. Anyway, no, but he's got this wife who's like young and hot. Like, what is he so fucking angry about? You're
4
fucking a
kids.
young girl. He's got all these kids. He's got his second chance at life. He's got his late night. Why are you beating the shit out of people? Why are you even parking your own car?
because he can, because no one stops.
Just because
and says,
he's famous.
Because he's from Long Island. You're siding with him, Karen.
Yeah. And you
We
know what?
should
I like
admit it.
those boys. I like the brothers.
They're all crazy a little bit.
No, they're good people, though.
They got wild hairs up their asses.
he has
I don't
sisters
mind
too.
that.
I wonder what they're like. They're like
Oh, they have to be
Baldwin
crazy.
sisters.
They'd be
And
like
I-
Carrie.
I hope only one can hope.
Did you
but-
grow up with him? He's from. I think they're from like.
He's a lot
Massapequa.
older than me, fuckhead.
Well, it's not what I'm insinuating. I'm just saying if it's
Yeah, we
like a
went to
whole
high
Long
school
Island
together.
Thing. No, if it's a whole like Long Island thing.
He's
Is
not
he that
Patty's
much?
age.
Is he? Yeah, he's like my age, probably. I think.
I like
That's not
him.
so terrible.
I like him. I think he's a cool guy.
I think he's
And
got
I
a
think
lot
he
of
had a
mental
fucking
problems.
great career.
He's had a fabulous career.
Great
He's
career.
been in some. He's in Beetlejuice. That's like a great.
He
movie.
said he started working. Can you imagine this? 2 weeks after he graduated.
I can.
From
Do you remember what he
NYU.
used to look like? He was
Yeah,
hot
but
as shit.
There's a lot of good-looking people. I mean, look at this room. There's 3 good-looking people plus the tech, and you know we're all still trying to make it happen. But 2 weeks after, I mean, that's almost like why get out of bed?
That is fucking unbelievable. Wait, can I tell this one? He does this bit in his act. It's
I
very
remember
funny.
him when he was a stick figure.
He looks actually skinnier than you
Thank
were.
you, Patty.
You were.
No,
You
you
know,
were very
not all of
thin.
us can kill it as soon as
No,
we
okay,
open.
I got fat too. I'm
I
not
don't-
saying I didn't.
Wait, you're
I
not
don't
saying
wanna
you got
talk
fat.
about-
You
I'm
can't talk
saying
about our
she's
guests.
completely-
I didn't say he got fat. I said I remember how skinny you were. You were like a twig.
Wait, how long you guys know each other?
At least
A
20
long
years.
time.
20 years you know
Yeah.
each other?
Yeah.
Of course.
Why have I not met you before? I just met you recently in
Like
the last
2 years ago.
Yeah. Why is that? Why have I
don't
never
know.
worked with
I don't
you?
know why. I mean,
You
like,
didn't work
You
the
probably
city.
You probably work real comedy clubs. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
you
don't.
didn't work the open mic nights.
This is I used to work this. Do we know where we're broadcasting?
Yeah,
from?
comic strip. Yeah,
I
we are allowed
used
to
to
say
work this room, and then they took my headshot off the wall.
that. Was that after 30 Rock went down?
This was before they took that shit down. This is back
No,
when
but you
Lucia
don't
was
know.
still alive.
People, listen to me.
whatever.
I was up on this wall. Now I'm not on the wall. But you could bring your picture back.
That's
and
not
You
cool.
come and go. I was on the wall. I'm on the
That's
wall.
that's it. We've settled it.
I-
You come
listen,
and go.
I was
Patty
at the
Roseborough.
Comedy Cellar. I was at the Comedy Cellar every single night forever.
Right.
And
yes.
somebody stole my picture. she had a
Oh,
beautiful,
the big color one.
the big color.
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Wait,
had
where
a-
was this? A big color one?
I had a beautiful big color picture of
On
me
the stair-
on the
on the
stairs
wall,
going down, and
stairs,
some
stairs.
motherfucker.
At which
stole
club?
it.
Which club?
At the cellar.
The cellar. It was the last picture right before.
somebody's
I think Sherrod Small.
Whacking off to it, I'm afraid.
I think so.
I think that's really true.
Here's your
to
picture
those-
back, Carrie. I'm all
Dude,
tapped out.
those big lips. Wait, you do this funny bit though in your act because you're Irish, but you do this bit about your face that say you have a decent face except when you smile at a wrong time or something, and then you look like a serial killer.
Oh, I have a crazy guy.
yeah, you
face.
do have
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
because you know what it is. It's like.
Because you're really white.
Because
It's true.
and your eyes are very, very pale. So you look.
My
you're
wife
in-
says I have doll eyes, not like hey doll, but like
Yeah, yeah,
La, la, la,
yeah,
la.
yeah. Wait, do
Like-
that into our camera
oh,
so
like-
that they can see. Yeah, no, do.
like
Yeah, that is
like
creepy.
There's a little
lifeless
bit like a
and-
killer.
How does your wife fuck you? You
Yeah,
don't
to
make
close
that
his eyes.
face.
Can we take a call? Is that even possible?
Wait, your
I could
wife
change
fuck you
the
with those
subject.
eyes. With those eyes, I'd be like, oh.
But wait, do the smile. Do the crazy
Oh.
killer smile. Like you just act. Do it in the
yeah,
camera.
you
Look at-
you look a little like
That's the killer smile. Kevin Brennan has that look in his eye, right?
Kevin
Like he can kill
Brennan.
someone.
Every other Irish guy.
Irish
You-
guys
he
always
looks
look like-
what's his name?
I'm either gonna
Kevin
fuck
Brennan
you or I'm
has
gonna
like
kill
a
you.
he has a vacant.
A vacant
look.
look in his
You look a
Uh-oh.
little like Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, I get
too.
that a lot.
Oh yeah, you do look a
But
little
a
like
smaller
Conan.
head.
Smaller head, less
'Cause it-
successful head.
Well, his head is
know.
huge. His head is like that
It is
big.
really big, yeah.
You've
Well,
seen
and
his
he's
head?
super tall. I've
Yeah,
met
he's
him a
super
couple
tall, but his
times,
head
yeah.
is big. It's
His
like,
gigantic.
it's almost like
Yeah,
he's
it's
got
really
like a.
big.
I told you he did play his guitar for me. I don't know if he knew I was married and asked me into his apartment. I just want
See,
to say.
Patty won't go after a guy
Down
who's
to the
straight,
s-
successful, that makes money.
That
When he
place
li-
on CPW?
When he lived down at what's that place by Pete's Tavern all the way down? And
Oh, I don't know.
it begins with a G. Why can't I remember anything? I hate it. But anyway, I had an apartment below him, and I used to hear him masturbate
You blow
on
him?
Saturday mornings.
Stop
I would
it.
hear him masturbate every Saturday
Like-
morning.
Out.
I'm
Like
not even
fap,
making
fap,
that
fap?
up.
How do you know it was him?
Because his bedroom was right above our bedroom, and I'd hear it go like this. This is what I I told this before, but you hear the wheels every Saturday morning. He must have gotten up Saturdays at like 9 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning, and it would just go like this. It would go squeak, 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 like you could hear the bed squeak, 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 squeak. Then it would go squeak, 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 squeak. Then it would go squeak, 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 squeak.
Maybe it
Then
was
it would go squeak, 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 squeak.
How do you know he wasn't
And then it
fucking
would go-
somebody?
Dead silence. I never heard or saw a woman go in there.
Well, maybe the
I
girl
never
couldn't
heard
come.
a voice. I never heard a woman's voice. Wouldn't if you were banging a woman, you hear ooh, ooh,
Oh, God.
bing bang, walla walla,
Uh-huh.
bing bang. No, you would hear her. I'm telling you, he was masturbating.
All right, so what's wrong with
Well, nothing,
masturbating?
but I just think it was
I
weird.
thought you
and
heard
it's
him
nice
masturbating
if
because
he
of the
asked
crying.
if he could do it in front of you.
Every Saturday morning.
Did you ever confront him about this?
No,
You know,
I-
hey, Conan, at 9 a.m. It's always like a party for one. What's happening?
I wish I had. He would wake us up. Me and my ex-husband at the time would wake us up every Saturday morning. Would
Her
wake us up.
ex-husband, who was gay, probably wishing he was
really?
up there with him.
He
Is
is
that-
gay.
is that- is-
He is
wow.
gay.
You know Eric Cornhole.
I do.
Do
Yes.
you know Eric Kornfeld?
Yes, I
How
do.
do you? Well, you're in musicals. He's in musicals.
Oh my goodness.
You're not gay?
I'm not gay. I would just be gay and have a much more successful career if I were gay.
It's so funny
This
because
day and
She
age-
married a gay guy.
Yeah.
So then Eric decided to leave her.
well,
Was
we
this-
both decided.
Was this known to you when it happened?
I kind of knew something was up
Was it?
when he never wanted to bang me,
Yeah.
and I was so incredibly hot at the time.
You were.
Well, no, you
No, I
think
You
was-
know
about
she was.
I was
with
okay.
the no with the Queen Bohemian Rhapsody, where like Freddie Mercury's like they say like his true love was a woman,
Oh yeah, they
right?
could. Yes,
And they were, and she's the only
This
one who knows
wasn't the
where-
case.
All right, no, because I don't know.
I wasn't
You know
his
what
true
mean?
love. I think he hated me. Actually, he didn't hate me, but he yeah he
Yeah, he didn't
kinda-
want to get married. He told her the day before the wedding. He was like,
Yeah,
I don't
it
think
was-
this is a good idea.
yeah,
Let's
it was
not do
bad.
this.
Like I was just stupid. Now you say
then he
your
cried
act,
the whole way down the aisle.
He did
This
cry.
was my favorite. He cried the whole way
He
down.
did not.
He did
did.
so. I swear to God,
Like-
he didn't go down the aisle.
Yeah.
He was at the front of the aisle and he was
Don't
crying.
laugh, That's just bizarre.
He cried.
Oh,
The fucking
God,
guy
that's
cried.
terrible.
And then I couldn't cry because then someone had to be strong. So I had to be strong. And when I got to the end of the aisle, like I was patting him on his back, like it's okay. Like I was like, oh my God, what's happening? It was so. And,
The whole part, everybody was crying but you.
and Judy Gold was my
You're like,
piano
I got
player.
one. I got one.
Judy, Judy Gold is playing "Here Comes the Bride." She's like 8 feet
singing?
tall, and she's like, "Bun, dun, dun, dun." No,
this deserves some
Judy
sort
Gold
of.
was your fucking
Seriously,
piano
this
player.
deserves some
Penis.
sort of depiction
Here we go.
seriously, in some sort of
It
way.
should be, right?
This is crazy.
It was insane.
Like, there, Eric, you're marrying me. Like,
I know,
let me
it was-
console my fucking
and
husband
he kept crying.
on
He
the
wouldn't-
He didn't
altar.
stop crying. You don't
until we walked
understand.
back out the aisle. And then back in the room, he kept crying. No, he
In the
didn't.
in the.
No, then he stopped. But we did not bang that night. I just want you to know.
No, he was
Well,
too
well,
too
upset.
tired. He was too
He was too upset.
There's
After
too
the-
much emotion. The
You're that
tears.
upset.
We were counting on. Now you say in your act, people think you're gay,
Absolutely.
and what? Because you're in musicals.
I have a cultured way about me. I'm not the most macho guy.
You are metrosexual. Would you call
Metros-
yourself a metrosexual?
I think so. I mean, like.
Well, you don't
I
have. You're not gay because look at this outfit.
My wife bought this for me. I like it.
Exactly.
It's very J. Crew.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. I am what I am.
Gay
you know what I
gay
mean?
guys are like
They're
decked out.
yes. The
I
shoes.
thought I looked fairly decent.
You are
for the
very cute.
podcast,
You're very
you know,
cute. Let me
thank
see
you.
your shoes, though. I'll tell you.
You
if
are
you get the gay
cute,
shoes.
but you could.
No,
you're
dirty,
not
dirty,
gay.
dirty shoes.
These
Okay.
are my
Gay guy-
motorcycle boots.
Well,
Not
Okay,
gay
my-
fine.
guys-
Gay guys have very clean boots.
You're a
I'm sorry.
guy. You're like my husband, a guy.
You know?
He could give a shit less what I throw
I don't
at
like.
him.
I don't care for sports.
Uh-oh, gay.
you know,
Oh.
this is.
Uh
here
oh,
we
what's
go.
happening? What happened? Uh oh.
Do you follow sports?
Adam,
Little bit.
I mean,
What
I,
does
I
that
know
mean?
what's
What,
going
Adam?
on.
No,
What?
I do love.
Like what?
Mud
Girls,
wrestling.
tennis.
Yeah, yeah.
wrestling.
No, look. I mean,
Highlight.
I'll go to a game. I'll go to a game if I'm invited. I've been to games.
What kind
I
of
like
game?
it.
I don't
Football,
believe it. Football. You go. I
See,
hate
that's- I hate
football.
football.
baseball,
Baseball. That everyone goes to. Okay.
croquet.
Okay.
No,
But wait a
but
minute.
you know, I mean, I'm not like
Croquet.
I got fucking giants.
Yeah.
Who cares,
But
man?
what
But I
about?
don't think the Irish are really that sportsy. Like
The
into-
Irish,
The-
they are. The
Are
Irish
they?
rugby team is
The
like number one in
Irish
the world.
like
Rugby.
baseball. The
Oh.
Irish
I
always.
played rugby. All right, not gay.
You
Even though
played
there is a
rugby?
gay rugby team. I
There is
played
a gay rugby
and
team,
I-
and you
I-
were not on the
I
gay
was-
rugby team.
We got it. Hold on. We got. There is. I'm saying these are two different things.
Go
I
ahead.
played rugby for a hot minute in college.
A hot minute. Does that include one season?
Give or take.
That doesn't
and
count then.
All right. Look, man. I played rugby.
All right, you
No, he
Rugby.
played it. He didn't like it.
It was,
like
it's a
it.
terrible
Don't-
sport.
Yeah, you have to run a lot, and you
Wait,
get
but
sweaty.
I mean, like, you know, I had
Yeah,
friends
your
that like
face-
they had their ears torn off.
Right, your
and
face punched
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
You're not
Wait.
wearing any of the.
You're wearing like the mouth protector.
And that's it.
Cup.
What is
And that's
rugby?
it.
Is that like soccer?
That's football without right? Isn't that football without the helmet and the
Yeah,
the,
it's
the
the-
pads?
It's football is the thinking man's rugby. Rugby is the.
Where were you in England playing rugby?
No,
Who
this
plays
is in
rugby?
college. We were just like farting around, like
Oh, all right.
you know,
Well, then maybe you're not gay. All right. How old are you?
47.
Oh, well, you still have
Oh,
time.
you're young.
My ex-husband
You-
came
yeah,
out
you
when
still
he
could
was
suck a
50.
dick.
Oh, so
So he couldn't.
fingers
he didn't
crossed.
He didn't admit it till he was 50. But anyway, no, I'm sure you're not. You're not. I'm sure
well,
you're
50. No, it's.
Wouldn't you
it's-
know by
but
50?
I mean, look, because I have a lot of people say, oh, he doesn't know, whatever. These are people that I've like done work with, like the guy that did my headshots, and I'm like, you shouldn't be talking to me like this if
Oh, 'cause he thought you-
psychoanalyzing me.
Oh, yeah,
while
yeah,
I'm
no.
like,
You
hey,
keep
know,
this
like,
up, I'm gonna stick my dick in your mouth.
It's a bit much.
Keep it up.
No, but you know what I mean. It's just
Yes,
interesting
I
to like
understand.
when people. It's kind of annoying when people are
Oh,
like
I'm sorry, we're
sizing
annoying.
you
Okay,
up. No,
yes.
you're not annoying.
Oh, this is just
but
the
no, I'm just
podcast.
saying,
Yes,
like
she is.
one when people are like sizing you up about you, and it's like I'll.
But
figure
that's what
out
you
if there
say
is
it-
in fact something to figure out.
You say
You would
it
have
in
known
your
already.
Act, though.
You would have
say in your
known
act.
already.
like I think
You
like,
address
thank God,
the elephant in the room.
Like I still have my hair,
Oh, yeah.
and I think I passed that point. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Where I think guys, when they lose their hair, they lose it at like 19 or
Right before
really
they're
young.
30.
You're not
Yeah.
going to lose your hair,
So I'm
just
not
like
gonna lose my
Adam. You
hair.
both
You
have
got
the
a
big
lot of
Right?
hair.
Just like Adam.
No, that's good stuff, man. I love my hair. I love having hair.
You're very,
Yeah.
very cute,
Thank
very
you,
cute
thank you.
Irish
You're
man.
a
Thank you.
cute Irish
Thank
guy.
you, Patty.
You're a guy, though. I can tell you're a guy.
You're a guy. The shoes give it away. We're just teasing. We
That's
call
fine.
everyone
I don't
gay.
mind.
Comes in
Hey,
the show.
look.
No,
Yeah.
I
Actually-
tell listen, my husband, I think, could have been a little sword swallower because
Why?
he.
These terms.
I just found out.
I never heard that term before. I've heard them all. Why is it so hot in here? I'm sweating to death.
Maybe not a sword. Maybe a
Whew.
fucking.
It's all this talk
More
of
like a pocket
swords
knife
and swallowing.
It's all this talk of
A
homosexual
switchblade.
men. It
So
turns me on.
he told me just recently that he took ballet in high school for 2 years.
Wait. Your husband, your Greek husband?
Yeah, my hairy Greek husband.
Was this in Greece or was this in
No,
America?
here in America, he took ballet for 2 years.
But what
That's no, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's
No,
a,
I know,
you
but that's
But
kind
with the Greeks, that's not
Oh,
okay.
it's not
It's a
happening.
different
kinda
culture.
gay.
Who put
Doesn't
him up?
my last name mean pussy in Greek?
Mooney, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you talking about, Wuneen?
Mooney.
Like if you put
Mooney.
the accent on the second
Oh,
syllable.
Mooney, it means pussy?
It's dirty.
Yes.
Yeah.
You told him that?
I didn't
I knew
tell
it.
him that. He
Oh,
knew
you
it
did-
because
you knew
somebody
that?
must have said it to him, right?
Huh?
Somebody
no,
knew.
yeah, like
So
the
then you
Greek
can't
people
be
tell
gay
me.
if your name's a pussy.
No.
Mooney is
Mooney?
pussy.
How do you say it, Karen?
Mooney.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's
Like the Mooney meter, the pussy meter.
Oh, Jesus.
I love it.
Everybody, all the Greeks make fun of the Mooney meter.
What,
See,
Yara?
I just got I don't know if this
Uh-oh.
is apropos
Go
of
ahead.
this podcast.
Yeah,
I
go
just
ahead,
got
you
a
can read
text from one of my stupid friends. Would you do Pam Anderson?
Well,
Like
come
these
on,
are the
not now. Maybe
What
back
did
in the
you
day.
do?
Yeah,
Was
who
that-
would do Pam
Oh,
Anderson?
no, I
have
have
you
a-
seen Pam Anderson now?
She cut
looks
her
like
hair
a
off.
monster.
Yeah, well, she doesn't look like a monster, but
She does. If you inject your face and your face doesn't move and your lips are over injected and your eyes are all like, you look like a lion or a bird.
You know who
victim.
looks fabulous?
Who?
Because maybe I am gay. Because I saw her in concert
Cher.
with my wife.
Cher?
No, Linda Carter.
Wait,
Oh my
okay, hold on.
God.
You went to see Linda Carter. We
With
got to
my
rethink
wife.
our whole.
No. At
With
at,
your wife?
Yeah, down at because it was like campy. She's like a kook.
But did she sing well, Linda Carter?
She's okay.
Is
You know,
this
there's,
Linda Carter, the
Wonder
Wonder
Woman,
Woman.
the original?
Wonder Woman?
Of like it was
I love
her
Wonder-
and Lindsay
Who?
Wagner were my original.
Oh,
Les-
Lindsay Wagner, the $1 million woman,
the
or
6 million, the Bionic Woman.
the Bionic Woman? She wasn't the 1
The
million.
$1 million woman,
Wait a minute.
Tiffany Haddish.
There was the $6 million man.
But she's
and the
she's,
$30,000 woman.
gorgeous, and she's
Because
like,
we
she's
don't
like
make the
68
same
years
money
old.
as.
Lindsay
Right?
Wagner is
No, Lindsay
gorgeous?
Wagner didn't age well,
oh.
unfortunately. Well, she looks like she's selling like dream catchers in Maine. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
sort of like-
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
she
one of
wears those
hippie-
horrible
Yeah,
earrings
she's
and
but
the,
Linda
all
Carter
that-
on the other hand, oh my God, like
She looks
stunning,
good?
stunning.
Yeah,
Well, she
she
has
was
those
always
big
gorgeous.
And
fake
she
boobs.
like she came out, and you know it was like going to like a wedding. It was like an 11-piece band. She comes out, she's like yeah, row, like just like that. She's like Mustang Chalet. And
You're
Yeah.
kidding me.
Swear to God,
She had a
and it
lot of
was like-
hair.
she had a lot of hair.
She had
did
those
the turn.
beautiful big blue
She's
with her eyes
beautiful.
blue.
She's I believe half
Blue eyes?
Mexican.
Mexican,
Yeah.
and she's got those big
So is Peach
cheekbones.
Rodriguez.
Peach is a Mexican.
Yeah.
Why isn't Peaches ever right into us anymore?
Why don't she hates us? she dances for Elton John. She
Can I
know,
ask? Can
I
I answer
saw
any
it.
other questions about my sexuality? While
No, we
we're
believe that you're straight.
We have
Okay.
we have decided, Carrie and I have decided you are indeed straight.
all right.
You're indeed straight. You can like girl things and still be straight.
Right, Adam? Yeah. Adam likes girl
Yeah.
things.
I love
My
What,
husband-
what are girl things?
Like what in
ass.
terms
Like
of
boobs?
endearment.
No, I don't.
like parts of girls.
Boobs.
Is that
Right.
what you mean?
That's what Adam likes.
That's what I like. The parts of girls.
Yes.
If we're talking about girl things.
Now, what is your wife like? You're Irish. Did
Yeah.
you marry Irish?
No, my wife is half Brazilian
Ooh.
and
I've been
Eastern
there.
European Jew.
Wait, and an Eastern European Jew.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what the difference between Jews.
Is that Ashkenazi?
No, you know, like Poland, Russia.
Poland,
Oh,
over
okay,
there.
okay.
You're not
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Israeli Jew.
No,
Is
no, no, no.
Is she a theater? Now, you do theater also. You do sing in
Yeah.
musicals. You were in
Yeah.
Hairspray.
Yeah.
And you also look very skinny from when you sang in Hairspray, I must say.
Thank you.
Like you've
yeah.
lost weight since Hairspray. Is that
I
correct?
guess. I think so.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
look
know.
very
I'm
thin.
trying. I don't want to incur Carrie's wrath anymore about my my dad bod, so we're gonna fucking.
I think
trim
you're
this-
very cute.
Trim
You're
this
very
fucker
cute.
down.
You know what though? I think you probably get more work as a dad bod.
I don't know, man. It's been pretty quiet. I'm writing my own musical, so maybe the. Maybe
You're
the
writing
meter
a
has-
musical?
I am, yeah.
My ex-husband's writing a musical too.
Oh,
What's
Why
your-
don't you guys collaborate
what's your-
together?
He really is writing a musical.
I believe it.
He's writing it about. I would better not say what it's about because he doesn't want me to tell. What's
Yeah.
yours about? Are you allowed to say, or you
I
don't
probably,
want?
yeah,
don't.
probably not,
Someone
'cause
will
I got a
steal
part.
your
but
idea.
no, it's a clever idea, and I really enjoy. I'm really glad that I can actually do it. I didn't think I had it in me.
Can you
And,
sing?
yeah, I
He
can sing.
sings.
Yeah, I sang last night.
Let's hear your
Give
Hairspray
me
song.
one song.
Let's
What do you
give a
want me
little
to-
part
A
of
little
Hairspray.
bit,
What'd you
anything.
sing in Hairspray?
Sing I'm Not Gay.
Carrie, stop.
Da 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 ba da da da.
Okay, that's
da,
gay.
da 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 da. That's from Hamilton.
Oh, and what did you sing in Hairspray? I like Hairspray.
Oh, Hairspray is you know, there's just like this. I was the dad, I was the father, and it was a duet with the Harvey Firestein character
Oh.
in drag. Yeah, I don't remember. It was like
You were in drag?
No, the
No,
other
no,
guy
no.
was in
Yeah.
drag.
Okay.
Very
Yeah, I
good.
don't remember, but I just did a little bit from Hamilton.
Very
That was pretty
nice.
cool.
Very good voice.
Yeah, thank
yes,
you. Yeah,
indeedy.
yeah.
All right, here's a question. How many times
Yeah.
a week do you have sex with your wife? How many? Wait, first of all, how many years are you married?
We've been married. We've been together for 16, married for 14.
Okay.
Parents-
That was quick. 2 years, they're married.
Well,
That
I've
is
noticed
quick.
since college.
Patty's still engaged 15 years later. All right.
I've noticed since college. So like
Okay,
the
so that's
90s.
good.
You met in college?
We were like on the periphery of each other's social circles.
So you were dating other people in college,
Oh
and
yeah,
then all
yeah.
of a sudden,
And then we were friends, and then we had a falling out
And
As
Then you
friends?
came
as
back
friends, and then we
started
got
banging.
reacquainted, and then we fucking
what
Banged
about
hard,
away.
Carrie.
what was the falling out about? Why'd you have a falling out as friends?
Oh, the falling out was no joke about stand up. Like she was really like in my career and my business, and you got to talk about this on stage and that on stage and the other on
It's very
stage. And
controlling.
yeah, and I never like I just
And
really,
she probably liked you like that, and you didn't pick up on the vibes.
I don't know. I liked her like that, and I never really like chased after it. I don't know, man. I was like young and
So
stupid.
is she supportive of the career? And then we'll get.
She's tolerant of the career.
No, see, they like it when they're dating.
That's right.
And then when the money's not coming in, it's like, get a fucking job. My husband's like, why don't you get a waitressing job during the day? I'm like, I'm an artist. Fucking tell me I have to get a job. I work 20 minutes a night.
Does
That's- Look, if only they understood
They
our plight.
don't.
They don't.
They,
don't.
we need the love. See, she doesn't
They don't
understand
know
that you
how
need
hard
the
it
love.
is for us to stand up on these cockamamie stages and
And, you know,
interrupt
when a heckler-
interrupt the bachelorette party. Rather, put down that dildo that you're drinking sex on the beach through. Listen to my crazy take on the internet.
Does she?
Does she
is
put
she
out
theater?
any more for you?
Yeah. Okay.
How many days
answer
a week?
Carrie's
how many
question.
times a week do you bang?
Carrie's got to get to good twat, bad twat,
So far, both bad.
bad twat, bad
Bad
twat.
twat.
Bad
an
twat,
intolerable
worse twat.
twat.
Go. How many times? Go.
A week? It's
Yeah.
not even. It's not even like that.
Yeah, me
I think we're
neither.
getting a call. Hold on.
I just,
It's your
I
wife.
try to avoid sex.
the imaginary switchboard I'm pressing.
Like, I'll tell you this. I try to avoid sex with my husband
Uh-huh.
every chance I can.
Wow,
I
that's
make-
terrible.
It really is. So
Can I tell you what?
here's
Okay,
what
after
I
you
do.
go, I'll tell you what I do.
I'll tell you what I do. Like,
Yeah.
I'll clean out the closet. I'll put all the clothes on the bed. Then he'll come in there and go, what the hell is all this shit? I'm like, I'm cleaning out the closet. And you want to help me put it back? And he's like, no, I'll sleep on the couch.
Carrie, you're so
So
sneaky.
then I'll keep the clothes on the bed for like months.
Why don't you
No.
just have intercourse
do.
with your husband?
I do.
Does it not interest you at all, or is
Yeah,
it because
She's been
intercourse-
through the
intercourse would
menopause.
take,
The
like-
menopause takes
well, that's
it away.
a whole other ball of wax.
Right,
That's what
Carrie?
you have to understand.
She
You
did
just-
it before the menopause, right?
Right.
Once. No, twice.
Right.
I'm not sure if my son's his, but I'm just saying he looks more like John than he does of him. All right, so
But wait a minute. Can I tell you
I
what
heard
I
it's
do?
like
but I
Marcus's.
do it.
Yes.
Like, but I'll ask him at times where I know he can't. I'll be
Oh,
like,
that's
"You want to
sneaky.
fuck around?"
And you
and
know
he,
he
Love
and
it.
I know he's got to be at work, and no,
see-
20 minutes. So
Yeah,
he
but
wants
I
to
would
get his
totally
coat.
jump on
they
that.
can do it in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's the
No,
bad
but he
part.
does, he's like, I got to shower. I'm like, well, you got to shower, and you got to do the whole thing.
Shave your back,
Your balls, your ass, everything.
everything. I bang once a week. Whether I do it every week. You know why? They like it, and
ma-
I like it too.
Do you
I
make
mean,
out with him?
always.
Ooh. Yeah.
You know what? After you do it, the next day, you know what he did the next day after I banged him? He comes back, he goes, I had your car cleaned, I did this, he bought me flowers.
I don't get
he
any of
does all
that.
this shit. And I go, did you just do all this because I banged you yesterday? And he goes, yeah, I think so. That's what they do.
Oh, my
If
God.
they
He
get
admitted
banged,
it?
then they will do things for you.
Jason
It works.
says 20 minutes is plenty.
Oh, it's
I think
plenty.
men would be happy with 10 minutes. They're in, they're out.
That's all I want. In and out. Get off.
That's what you want?
That's it. Get off.
I like a little time. I need a
No.
little time in the beginning. I need a little
No.
afterglow time. I want a
No.
little cuddling.
Do you want to be held
No.
prior?
No.
Do you want to be held
Carrie's
after?
like a guy.
No.
Carrie bangs like a guy.
I do. I always
Absolutely.
did. Get on, get off, goodbye.
Really? Would you leave afterwards when you had sex with
Absolutely.
people?
When you
Stick
were
around and
when you were
listen.
single,
Oh
were you
my
kind of
God.
like
When I
a
was
hoe?
hot,
No,
you
no,
wanted
no,
to
no.
say.
No, that's not what I want to say. No, were you like a total like hoe? Like, I ain't gonna get the fuck out of here.
No,
Like,
no. I
Not
mean,
a
I
total
kind
hoe.
of liked romance, but all the guys I was, I was with like one guy for 4 years, another guy for 7 years. So it was like,
You get tired
You
after
get
a while
tired
of the
of the
same guy. Is that
same
it?
guy,
I like
yeah.
having this. I don't like having new guys. I don't like mixing it up. I want this. I like the same. I don't want new. And someone's trying something different on you. And
I can't imagine being out there again.
I couldn't do it.
It would be horrible.
Couldn't do it.
Jason goes, I haven't given my wife flowers since 1997. Well, that's why you're not getting laid, Jason.
You need,
man.
you need to get her flowers. It's a little give and
Anything.
take. A little.
Yeah,
a little
show
push
some
and pull.
interest. Go like this
Yeah,
once
put
in a
a little,
while.
the hand on the shoulder.
It's
Very good.
lovely. I love it.
They
Do you
love
do
stuff.
that to your wife once in a while?
Yeah, all the
massage.
time.
My husband won't massage my feet, so you know what?
Oh,
You don't get shit then.
My fiance will massage my feet. That's how I fall asleep sometimes. If I can't
Well,
sleep.
when you marry him, eventually, he's
Well,
gonna
then you just gotta
stop rubbing-
cultivate it. Then like all these things we take for granted. Then you just have to cultivate it. And then
What does
it's
that mean? You have
back
to
on.
cultivate it.
Be
Gotta make
conscious.
it
of
happen.
Yeah,
Make it
these things
happen.
that like you take for granted. Oh, you're always gonna be hot to me, and vice versa. We're always gonna have time to hook up or whatever. And then it's like no, like I have one kid, and I'm like done. Do you know what I mean?
You're
like
done
I'm
with kids or done with sex?
I'm done with everything is just like so hard. Like I can't stay up past 9:30.
Why?
neither.
Oh, because you have to get up with your kid.
Fucking tired. No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like this existential. I'm tired. You know.
I get it. All right.
I agree, but what if you have an 11 o'clock spot? I mean,
11 o'clock spot, then I stay up.
But what if your kid goes away? Did your kid ever sleep over? That's when the best time to bang your wife. He's gone. She's there.
There's a lot of food shopping to be done. Apparently,
gotta tell
Trader
her-
Joe's moved to my
your wife has
neighborhood, and
excuses.
There's a lot of.
I
excuses.
fucking love her.
No.
I come up with them all the time. I'm like, listen, now I can't use the period one anymore.
I'm really like the guy that wants to talk about his feelings.
Oh
and
no.
We need to let's. Can we
No wonder
talk?
she doesn't want to
No.
bang you.
Yeah,
Who wants
kinda.
to? No,
well, no,
kinda
I
like
don't
to-
talk that much anymore because now it's like well, I think that blankety blank blank. If and she's like, well, a lot of couples don't such and such, and I'm like,
Wait, what do you mean a
okay.
blankety blank blank?
You know, if like whether it's like we got to fool around or this, that, all these things that I think should happen.
Yeah.
And then I get like statistics like, oh well, a lot of most couples don't
Blah, blah, yeah.
fool around. Most couples, whatever.
No, you say Patty says once a week.
Is
That's what you
healthy.
say. Is healthy. Then you're
You
going
have
to each
to.
like
Now,
each
let me
other
ask
so
you a
much
question.
more.
Being that it's her saying no and you would be into it
Yeah.
all the time, will that make you? Does that make you want to cheat?
You know,
Is she listening?
Because I'm hoping that'll turn my husband. And he
can't-
finds
Your
a
husband gonna
girlfriend.
cheat?
it
and
can
leaves me
make
the
a
fuck
guy.
alone.
It can make a guy want to cheat, but that's you gotta get past that. You have to transcend that because that's only
You
a
don't wanna
quick
ruin
fix.
your life, right.
Oh yeah, it goes
Well,
against.
what about a rub and tug?
a
massage?
Oh no,
That's
come
the
on,
same.
I couldn't
That's
do
also
that.
cheating,
Yeah,
Karen.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
not cheating. That's getting a massage and then getting the happy ending at the end. What
No,
that the
I
wife
could-
doesn't
I
have to
couldn't
do.
do that. That would
it's an
just be
extra
like-
$20.
That would be wrong. Well, you're too Catholic. Were you raised Catholic?
Very
That's
much
very
so,
Irish
yeah.
Catholic. You
Yeah, I
can't
just
do
couldn't
that.
You
That's
couldn't-
cheating,
But
Carrie.
it's not cheating.
Like,
it's a massage.
I think I would just start like crying.
There is something sad about it.
It's a little sad.
We had Adam tell the story about the old lady who tried to give him a rub and tug, and Adam,
Adam
turned
said
her down.
no.
He turned the
Because
poor
he's
old
getting
woman.
pussy on a
She
platter
was
now.
like,
Wait till he's 60.
She was
or
probably
50.
I can't say if it was like a young hot girl, I would have said no. She was like probably 70.
You almost said
Not-
60, and then
And
you
no, no,
remembered.
no, no.
I saw you. You said she was 60, 70. I heard it.
Adam!
I'm sorry. I don't
I-
mean to yell into the
Catholic guilt, somebody wrote.
Catholic guilt. That's okay.
Yeah. Stay
Hey, look-
single and get laid, somebody else wrote.
Stay single and get
So,
married.
Adam, you better be listening to this. Al Romas is watching. I love Al Romas.
Absolutely.
Ed the Count is watching.
So I want to know about your Irishness. So you have brothers. You got like 8 brothers and
I have
sisters.
0 brothers and sisters.
What happened? Your
I
mother had a
don't know.
hysterectomy.
What kind
I
of
don't. I know.
what
it's,
kind of
it's,
Irish family?
That's
it's
not right.
ridiculous. I
Was she shamed?
I don't know what happened. Well, my mother, like, I would have been the oldest, and she tried 2 times after me, and
Oh,
like
she
miscarried.
tried again. Okay, well, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and my parents were a little
traumatizing.
older. My parents were like of the Mad Men generation, so she'd be like, "Come over and give it to me." She'd put her like Paul Mall down. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
My father put down his Schlitz and turn off All in the Family.
I loved All in the Family.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. How old was your mother when you were born?
Oh, she was like 38.
Oh, well, that's
Okay,
how
so
old I
that's-
was with my
I
kid.
was 40 when I had my first. But
But this
so
is back in the 70s.
here's the thing: you're not gay. You're a mama's boy.
Am I?
Because when you have one child,
Yes.
tell me your mother didn't do everything for you.
Maybe not. Irish mothers are very cold,
It was,
Carrie.
yeah. It was,
Oh,
she was
really?
kind of
My
a-
mother
Irish
did everything for
nightmare.
all of us.
Your
No,
mother did
no.
everything. That's
For
Greek.
all of us.
That's Greek and Italian.
Especially my brother. She still cooks for my brother.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Irish mothers never cooked. Do you know what I ate for dinner? I am not shitting you. For my whole childhood, bologna sandwiches with mustard and potato chips because my
What?
mother worked, and we would come home and she goes, "I worked all day. Go get yourself something out of the refrigerator."
Really?
Once a week, she'd make a meatloaf with those fucking peas out of the can. You know those LeSueur
my
peas.
God.
We had the worst fucking food, and I had Sara Lee chocolate cake for breakfast. Irish. That's Irish.
The
And
other day
tang. It
I
was like-
cooked. I sat there and I made a meatloaf with beef
I
and
saw that.
lamb.
That was beautiful.
All organic meat. I had to grind the onion,
Yes.
put the onion in,
Yes.
salt, pepper. I made the whole
Yes.
thing. And I stuffed it with Swiss cheese,
cheese.
and I put bacon strips on top.
Very nice.
And I
I do
peeled
bacon on
then
it.
I peeled the potatoes.
Yes.
Boiled the potato, made the potato,
Yes.
and I roasted asparagus. And I go, come on, dinner's ready. They come down, they look at the food, they go, nah, I'm not hungry. They're not hungry. I'm like, go fuck yourselves. How about go fuck yourselves now? So I ate it, and I called Larry.
No one's eating my spanakopita.
No one. So I called Larry, the 90-year-old neighbor, and I go, La. He's like, what do you got
You
cooking?
always bring people over to your house to eat. I
I
don't
go,
understand
bring
it.
your plate, La. He came over, and I gave him a piece of everything. He was like, this is delicious. I'm like, yes, it is. Go eat it and enjoy it because my kid's a fucking asshole.
What? What about Manny? Used to bring Manny over for food
Manny
too.
used to be good, too.
Manny
Who
would
is-
eat.
Larry is 90, you said?
Larry's my neighbor. He's 90 years old.
Wow.
Carrie cooks.
And I cook for him almost every night.
Oh,
but
that's so
You
sweet.
do.
Yeah.
Carrie's
Yeah, he's
very
by himself.
big-hearted.
He's
People
by
don't understand.
himself.
I know,
That's
but
lovely.
I know. I wouldn't have it in me. I don't cook anyway.
He's out there, and he's 90 years old, and he's not shoveling, raking all these leaves, and he's putting them in the bags, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, look at my fucking husband doing nothing. While this 90-year-old is busting his ass raking the leaves.
Is Larry also? I guess he's not Greek if his name is Larry. Is he a Greek?
Larry
Larryopolis.
is Jewish.
Oh, Jewish Larry. Larry Jewish is raking? Usually
Yes.
the Jews will
Well,
hire.
no, there's certain kinds of Jews.
I can't say that in front of his wife is Jewish. She's not going to listen.
Does
to
your
this.
wife does
Does
your
she
wife
rake?
She
cook?
doesn't rake leaves.
Does
No.
she cook?
She does cook.
Oh, what
Good.
kind of
Very
food?
well.
What kind of meals?
She makes matzo ball soup.
No, I didn't. It's not.
I've
like
made
shinkle,
matzo ball
dinkle,
soups.
boinkle.
They don't eat
No.
that shit either.
What's a shinkle binkle?
I
dinkle?
didn't marry.
Like if
a
I were a
combination-
rich
yeah,
man.
I didn't. I'm not. I don't live in a shtetl. Like,
I
Ah.
didn't even know a shtetl.
no,
a
we're
shtetl,
both from
shtetl.
Queens. You know.
Oh,
what I mean?
okay. So
Like-
she was born here.
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
your father, what was your father like? Alcoholic? Let's go.
Oh,
Let's
both
get to the
parents.
bottom of
Both
it. Both
drank.
parents
Oh, yeah,
alcoholic.
no, it was no, growing
What
up.
is
was
it with
a
the
shit show.
Irish? I mean, you're kind of
Oh,
kidding
no,
when you
it's
ask that
traumatic.
question.
My
But
mother grew up during the Great Depression.
okay, so did
Now,
my
there's
father.
a reason to drink right there.
Yeah, that's my
father fought in Korea.
Okay, that's
raised
another.
raised in County Cavan, Ireland. By,
Oh my God, really?
By my grandmother by herself.
So he
So
has
he
the
was a
Irish,
mama's
crazy,
boy.
Irish accent.
Crazy,
Crazy
listen to this
Irish.
crazy story. My parents are deceased. They died 9 weeks apart.
Wait a minute.
they went
How old
together.
were you?
Oh, it was 5 years ago.
So they went
Oh, just
together.
recent. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So, and we were just in Ireland. I brought their ashes, or part of their ashes, to
Oh.
Ireland, and I
Okay.
put them in the grave in the town cemetery where my father was raised.
Oh,
He was
nice.
born in Brooklyn.
Nice.
My mother is a New Yorker. She can come also, but oh God, what was I going to say? Oh no, his father was a butler here in America.
A butler.
Yeah,
For
like
who?
I don't know, some
Some rich-
ritzy townhouse. Yeah,
Oh,
and he came back to Ireland to try to bring them back to America, and the answer was no.
What do you
for
mean
some
no?
reason.
So he
No
couldn't
idea.
get his own kid to come back
Nope.
to America after.
And my grandmother said, nope, we're not coming back. And he goes back, finds out in the early 1940s he dies. My father has no idea.
that he had come back for him.
No, he knew that he came back.
Yeah,
for
that
him.
he had no
Father
idea he
had no idea
died.
how he died.
Oh.
Until, like, no joke, like the late 90s
How'd he
when,
die?
like, cousin Eamon
Amen.
traces the family tree. He was murdered
Wait, your
in a robbery-
grandfather was murdered?
in a robbery gone awry, like wrong place, wrong time.
Oh my God!
Like he was at the townhouse or the whatever, and it was New Year's Eve, 1940
Buying
or whatever.
crack off of some guy.
Wow.
Something, yeah. And
New Year's
killed.
Eve. He got killed
Yeah.
on the street. New Year's Eve.
I think in the residence.
Oh my God, that's horrible. And so
Yeah.
maybe that's why your father.
And my
drinks.
father fought in
Did
Korea.
anybody
had
go to jail
PTSD.
for that
I don't
murder?
think so.
Isn't
Wait,
that amazing?
He had
Yeah.
PTSD
I'm pretty sure,
when he
yeah.
came. Well, all those guys
pretty
when they
sure.
come back, it's just terrible.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was like a lot of and it was like, and my mom was like kind of a cuckoo bird. Like I think she was like clinically depressed also. Like
But
she
they
wouldn't-
didn't have shit for that, so drinking was.
Valium and cigarettes.
Valium and cigarettes
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
my God, so your childhood.
Scotch and-
No wonder you're a comic.
Oh, it's terrible.
And you had no, like, at least. That's why you have that crazy. Do the crazy look again in the eye.
I wish I was dead.
But that's
Why
what.
won't you love me, Esty?
Oh my God, you're
I
so.
understand.
Hi, Johnny
funny.
Esty. Can you do for me? Never. Okay, call back to confirm. Never.
She doesn't like me either. She goes, why are you still in this business?
Oh,
I don't understand.
Stop it.
Why
Why are you fucking
Why
still
are
in
you
this
still
business?
in this business?
Seriously.
That's what she asked me. But you know what's funny? My
Jesus.
grandmother did the same. My Irish grandmother, who was insane, and she was like super mentally ill. But her first husband, who was German, he came back to get her because he had to go fight in Germany, and I think it was World War I believe.
Wow.
And he came back to get her after he came back from fighting. Now, she had, the minute he left, the German guy, she found Rossborough, my grandfather, who was a handsome hat model, supposedly, according to everyone. He was very handsome, but she goes, oh, he was.
She shacked
she
up
goes,
with him.
He was he was a beautiful man, beautiful. She goes, he was a hat model. She called him a model. But anyway, he wore hats and modeled, and she started banging him. She married him and had my father and these kids, and a bunch of them died and everything else. But anyway, he comes back for her, and she's standing in the doorway, and he goes, Kathleen Calorie, and she goes, that's not me. But she had mastoids in her head. This is like the weirdest
What's a
story.
mastoid?
I don't know. It's some kind of a brain fucking disease, and her head blew up like the Elephant Man. So my father remembered this from when he was 5 years old. He's standing next to, remembers this old German man. He had a humpback. My grandmother was with a humpback, and evidently he was married to someone else when my grandmother was banging him. It's a whole long story. But anyway, she was like a young girl, and he took her in. And I guess he was banging her on the side. Well, anyway, he comes back for her, and she insists that she's not Kathleen Calorie, even though she's standing right in front of him. And he goes, but this is where they say you are Kathleen Calorie. She goes, no, I'm not. And she sent him away. And my father said he felt so bad for the older man because he'd come back for his wife.
Well, he's a little too fucking late.
That
She had
is-
9 kids.
I know. That's
How much long? How fucking long am I gonna wait for you?
Well,
you
you know what? I didn't even
No,
think of
I'm
it.
not her. Thanks. I'm not her. She left a long time ago.
That's what she said. Irish people.
How much longer is she gonna wait?
That's
Oh,
true.
my mom was all about like Ouija boards also.
Oh,
like,
no.
reading tea leaves. Yeah, it was really
What did
spooky
she ever?
shit.
Did she ever read your tea leaves? Did
I'm
she-
sure. I don't
Do you
know.
remember anything she told
Yeah.
She wasn't a nurturing mother.
You know,
No.
it was hit or miss.
you? What were the tea leaves she read you? Did she ever tell your future?
Yeah, one time she read the tea leaf and it came back 11:40 at the strip, and another time it
I
came
fell
back,
for that
But
so
the good
hard.
thing about being an only child, you get all the money.
I got all the money.
What money did you get? Any
Whatever.
money from
Oh,
the
yeah.
They
butler?
sell a house, it's his. They sell a car.
I have a house on Cape Cod. What
You
we were
do
able-
that was theirs?
Yeah, that we were able to keep because it was all paid
Paid
off.
for.
So that's.
Do you rent it?
No. I
No,
go
it's
up.
their
I go
house.
up there.
Oh, really?
I go
A
up
lot.
there once a month. You know, and
you
on
shitting
the
me.
holidays we go. Yeah, and I.
So
I
wait,
do
your
shows
family
up
had money
there.
even though they're both
We'd
alcoholics?
like to come up to Cape Cod, Patty and I, with
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
He's going, uh-oh.
Well, this has been a great show. And,
But wait a minute. If
He
your
reminds me
father...
of Tim Gage a little.
He is a little bit. But if your father
He's
was
also
alcoholic,
Irish.
how did he make money and stuff? He was
my
a
mother was
functioning-
very good at like
Saving?
investing
Oh.
and whatever.
Ooh.
And my father, he didn't care. He only needed like $100 in his pocket and
To
do you know
have-
what I mean?
to go
Like-
drinking.
or whatever. Yeah. He drank at home. You know, like
was my
all the
father,
fun was at
too.
home.
That's what exactly. So you would put up with this guy being drunk off his ass
Yeah.
at home.
Yeah,
my
yeah,
father
yeah.
would. My father would do the dance. Did your father dance around and do shit like my father would dance?
No,
He-
no. It's
he
like very
shaved.
quiet.
He shaved. He's had this big mustache. And one time he comes down, he shaved his mustache. He shaved part of his head, and he's dancing in his underpants in the living room. And we're all like, "What's wrong with
With
Dad?"
Daddy.
And my mother's like, "Bill, get upstairs." And he's like going, "Ooh, it's the little underpants dance." And he's like dancing
That's
around.
a little creepy.
Yeah, he was fucking good. You know, when he drank too much, it
Yeah,
wasn't good.
my father drank, and before I was born, my mother threw him out, and she broke all the bottles. She said she took all the liquor bottles because my father gets violent like I do.
Oh,
I
okay.
drink, I go from high and then to. So one night he got violent, and
Your father.
yeah, not towards her,
Okay.
just towards physical things.
Yes.
So she gave him an ultimatum. She said, "It's either me and the 2 kids, or the bottles, and you're out. And thank God he picked her because I wouldn't be here right now.
Wait a minute. Was this before you were born?
Obviously.
Well, so wait a minute. Your father owned Carrabba's restaurant and bar.
No. Way later, when he first got here, he was a banana man. It'd be like he drove
Banana man? What
He
the
drove 18-wheelers. He drove a Messina banana truck.
You're shitting me.
No.
So wait a minute. So when your father owned Carrabba's, though, he wasn't allowed to drink. Your mother wouldn't let him drink.
No, he was never allowed to drink.
Are you shitting me? How do you own a
Ever.
restaurant and a bar and you're not drinking at night?
Once, no, because he didn't own the bar. My brother owned the bar. My father, after a while, was okay with not drinking. I mean, he wasn't really he wasn't an alcoholic because he never got to that point. But he had a chemical imbalance that as soon as he would drink too much,
Yeah.
he would snap and break things and,
Yeah.
become violent.
Oh. Luckily, mostly my father was happy when he drank. Like, he danced. It was called the soldier dance. That's what he called it. With his legs straight like a little...
We went to Ireland when I was a boy because
love
my
Ireland.
grandfather was like a walking history book because he was
Oh.
there during the War for Independence and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember, and everyone was
Do you have
like,
any property there? Because I'd love to go to Ireland.
no property, no.
Ah.
And everyone like drank copious amounts, and we would all sing at night. And I was like a boy soprano. They're like, "Oh, sing us another fucking song," And we,
Oh,
Were you
Danny
like a
boy.
choir boy singing?
yeah,
Can you do Danny Boy?
in a minute. And we drove from Dublin to Galway, which is east to west.
Yes.
And like they kept stopping for like pints, and it was like this. It's funny now, but it was like this traumatizing moment.
Why was it traumatizing?
Because I tell you, because my grandfather, who I loved, got so bombed.
And he
we
was
were all
driving?
at dinner. No. We were all at dinner, and he's like, I don't fucking feel well, like that kind of thing. And he passed out like on me, like
And
I
Grandpa's
thought
dead.
I thought he'd like had literally just died.
Oh, my God. How old were you?
On me. I was 12.
Oh, that is
That is
terrifying.
And his false teeth fell out, and it was like, oh, nothing to see here, whatever. And everyone's just like, oh, let's carry on,
teeth
False
fell
teeth
out.
totally fell out, and then they put him to bed.
That's horrible.
Like at 5 p.m.
Like
'cause
it's
it's
no
like,
big
you're
deal.
done,
Yeah.
And then I went into bed, and I remember and I'm sharing my room with him, and I'm trying to sleep, and he had this like, like the drunken snore, and it was like, oh,
at least
God,
you
it
knew he was
like,
still alive.
My Irish, I don't know what it's about
Crazy.
the Irish and their teeth, but I guess they just get their teeth pulled when they have problems. My Irish grandmother had all fake teeth also, and when she stayed to babysit us, when my mother had to go to the hospital, I guess she was she, I don't know why she was in the hospital, but I remember I came downstairs to get something, and my grandmother was just sitting in the dining room, not watching TV, just sitting in the dark. And I go, oh, you scared me. And I was like a kid. I was like in grade school. And I go, what's going on? And she got, and she was talking weird because she didn't have her teeth in. And I thought, who is this crazy? It's like a witch in my dining. I couldn't fall asleep. I had to shut my door and lock it. I thought she was going to come up and kill me because she didn't look like my grandmother.
You look weird with no teeth.
With no teeth. And also,
But back
she talked
then,
weird.
that's what they did. They're like, oh, we'll just pull the tooth. I remember my dad was like, I'll just pull the tooth. And my mom was like, okay, just pull it. My back tooth
Are
here.
you kidding me? That's
No,
terrible.
and then after that, I don't remember if it was my sister. She's like, stop, let them pull in your teeth. You don't ever pull a tooth. So I had 2 teeth pulled, one here and one here,
what do you
all
have
the way in the back.
And now you can't
But
chew.
no, I can because luckily my wisdom teeth popped down into where those teeth used to be.
You're eating with your wisdom teeth?
Yeah, they're
It's a
regular
crazy
teeth,
story.
Patty.
Well, they usually come in sideways. or
Brian
something.
Plato was gone and he's back. He said he thinks we were worried. We were worried,
Brian
Brian.
And I'm
Plato, we
getting
love Brian
I'm
Plato.
getting text messages from my stupid friend Brendan telling like,
What is he telling
oh,
you?
what should I talk about? Oh, tell them about this. Tell them about
Yeah,
that.
everybody has
Tell
a
them about when you were
story.
so drunk you pooped up an Irish breakfast in your bathtub.
What's a pooped up
I
an
puked
Irish
up.
breakfast? Pooped
Puked.
up? Oh,
Puked.
puked up.
So I guess at
gonna
one
say-
point, which I don't remember since I was the one
What's
doing
an
it.
Irish breakfast? Sausages, and
sausage, bacon, blood
Sauerkraut.
pudding,
Blood
no,
pudding.
sauerkraut,
Regret I do
black
love-
and white pudding.
What's a black and white food?
Black and white pudding is blood pudding.
Okay,
I thought
It tastes like
English, though.
it's
it tastes like a period.
it's exactly. It tastes like a period.
It doesn't taste like a
That's why
period.
I have to have it all the time.
Wait a minute. So
Carrie.
you ate a blood pudding and you vomited in the
This
tub?
is when I was drinking.
It's
Oh,
Jameson with Jameson. Somebody said.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So you both your parents are alcoholics.
Yeah.
You didn't think I'm not going to drink because they drank?
Oh, I used to drink and now I don't.
You don't drink now.
No.
But when you were in high school, did you
You're-
think
you're-
I don't want to
you're-
be
you
like
got
my
a level
family?
head
Oh
on your
yeah, I
shoulder.
thought like that, and then I was like,
Fuck
here
it.
I am doing stand-up comedy.
So when did you
3
stop
in the
drinking?
morning.
Who stopped you from drinking?
Oh, I did. I mean, I became a father. Like, I had to stop. It was like too much. I was like,
Did your wife say cut it out?
oh yeah,
Did you bring your son to Ireland?
yeah. We all went.
Yeah, that's
it was
good.
lovely.
You have a handsome son. Really,
Yeah, he's
Oh,
very
he's
handsome.
very cute. Very
yeah, yeah.
handsome.
Finton. He has an Irish name.
What's
What's his name?
Finton. F-I-N-T-A-N.
T-O-N.
How did you get that
Fintan.
pissed to the Jew?
Oh,
Don't
Jesus.
they like Ira? And how did you win that battle?
It wasn't a battle. It was a book of
She liked
names
it.
that popped out. It means little fair one in Irish. And
Fintan.
Finton.
Fintan.
Oh, Fintan.
Usually the wife.
I've never heard of Finton before.
The wife
Yeah.
usually has the say on the.
Carrie
name.
has a Greek name for her son. Do you
no,
not say
well,
your son
here's
on the air?
the thing.
Go ahead, Carrie.
In the Greek tradition, we
Yes.
have to name after the grandparents. We have to. So your firstborn has to be named after your husband's father because the name carries on again. You understand?
Yeah.
So my husband's father's name is Eleftherios.
Whose name was that? Whose name is that?
My father-in-law's.
Your father-in-law is Eleftherios.
Eleftherios.
That is a very long name.
Ugh.
So what's his nickname?
Elephant. No.
Okay.
They call him Lefty.
Oh, that's okay. Lefty's a
'Cause
cute
I
name.
call him Lefteri. They call him Lefty. So Lefty's a cute name. Then when I was pregnant with my daughter, they're like, "Oh, is that right, Eddie?" Because Left Eddie. All right.
What do you mean, is that right, Eddie?
Because Left Eddie, right Eddie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's like
we gotta workshop that one.
So
a Greek.
my
That's a
daughter
Greek
was
joke.
born, and I was like, "I'm
We'll
leaving her
work it out.
after my mother," and that's that. And we had a battle about that.
About Left Terry, you wanted Left Terry. You didn't
no,
want
I,
Left
I
Terry.
gave him Lefteri, but I got
Lefteri.
I got the girl.
So what do you call him? What's his nickname?
Lefty.
Lefty.
But you don't call your kid Lefty.
He won't let me call him Lefty. He wants me to call him Lefteri.
I wouldn't want you
Interesting.
to call me Lefty. That's
He loves that
preposterous. I would
What's
say,
wrong with
Call me
Lefty?
Call me
In
Lefteri.
school, they call him Lefty.
I like
Nobody
a name
can
Lefty.
pronounce it.
The
If
what?
I were a boy, I
Lefteri.
like a nickname. Lefty, Patty. See,
Well,
it's all the same.
everyone called me Mooney growing up.
Oh, did you like that?
Yeah,
It was
I like
fine.
that
It was all
name.
right. I didn't mind it.
That's
yeah.
cute.
It's my name, you know. So.
Yeah, everybody call me Karavis.
Uh-huh.
Did your mother like your wife
In
and
high-
everything? And did they get
Yeah.
to meet your son?
Oh
and
yeah.
Were you
yeah.
afraid to like let him around your mother because she was a little?
No.
kooky
They
and kooky
no.
kabooky?
That all kind of like taper. I mean, she was always kooky, but that all kind of like with age.
They
Yeah, they can't
tone
drink
it
as
down.
much.
They
Yeah,
tone
it just
it
all
down.
kind of like pithers away. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
So then they
yeah.
became a great grandmother.
I mean, they were up in the Cape, and you know, it wasn't like a weekly visit because they were so far away. But you know, when they were able to come down for Thanksgiving, they would. We go up for Christmas. You know, the usual.
You know
stuff.
what's hard?
So that's fun.
Yeah, I liked it.
You know what's hard
That's
about
fun.
being an only kid, though? You know, because then when your parents are being crazy and drinking and being weird, you don't have anyone to go, did you just see that? You're like alone
Oh,
with
yeah.
all these crazy things.
Did you just see what Daddy just
What
did?
the fuck is dad doing? What the fuck is mom doing? So you have all these things in your head
You have an imaginary
that
friend.
you don't know what to do with, right? Or no, or you did know what to do with. You told
I would
your
just call
friends?
Kevin Brennan.
Well, he wrote a he wrote a play.
Yeah, you wrote a play. Maybe your play is about your crazy family. Maybe
Look at
that's
Brian-
what you should write
look
a play
at Brian
about.
Plato. He wrote all these things about throwing up. It's pretty
yeah.
funny. These
Oh
little
God Almighty.
Emojis.
Wait, so you threw
What
up,
other questions do
you threw
have,
up in the
Patty?
tub?
Whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Please.
All right. Your
that's-
friend wanted to know
I
He's
used
that.
an
to
idiot.
throw up
He's
all
an
the
idiot?
time.
These things happen. Yeah.
I used to throw up in
please.
my sleep all the time.
In your sleep.
All the time. I'll never forget this. I'm in Greece, and we went out. I
would love to go to Greece.
So wasted. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
And I'm staying with my cousin John. He's the DJ at the club. I got wasted. I got free drinks all night, and then I fell asleep.
You got free drinks? Oh,
yeah,
that's
because
why.
he's the DJ. So I go to sleep. I'm so wasted. I don't even know how he didn't notice I was that wasted. So I fall asleep, and he falls asleep on his bed all the way across the room. Go
Harry!
F yourself with this,
Okay,
please.
put that on no ringer.
So with that said, I guess at some point at night, I threw up on the side of the bed.
In the bed or
on the
on the
side
floor?
on the floor.
Okay, good.
And it was a perfect circle. I guess I must have eaten a salad with tomato. So he gets up and he looks at me and he goes, "Would you order a pizza?" And I go, "Yeah." I didn't want to tell him. I didn't want to tell him I just puked all over the bed and on the floor. So he goes, "Did you just order a pizza? Because that's how big the pizzas were. They were like that big." And I go, "Yeah, I did." And he goes, "Oh, all right." So I'm like, "Fuck." And I had to grab all the sheets and everything. I cleaned
Ugh.
it up. But I used to always puke in bed. And then finally I just quit drinking at 28 years old.
Good. Yeah.
you know,
man.
when I would drink red wine, I would throw up like the next day, and it would be. That's when Kevin, I think it had. I mean, I never drank a lot, but I would have two glasses, and then I would throw up the next day. But I'm always afraid to throw up by myself. So I go, Kevin, come sit with me while I throw up because I don't want to throw up by myself. Because what if I'm like, who was that lady who choked on the ham sandwich when she was throwing up? Mama Cass.
Mama Cass.
I don't want to be like Mama Cass and choke and die.
I don't think she choked. She had a heart attack.
She choked on her vomit, supposedly.
Yeah, but she was like very incapacitated, probably with like the lewds.
Yeah,
Oh,
but she
and the
didn't. She didn't.
alcohol.
See, that's what I don't
She
want
didn't
She was
choke to death.
obese.
She had a heart attack.
Right.
She didn't choke to death.
So a ham sandwich was not involved at all.
No,
I
I don't
thought
think
the ham
so.
sandwich. We'd have to
They
fact
the
check
joke
that later.
was if Karen Carpenter and Mama Cass just split that ham sandwich,
Oh, yeah,
they'd
that
both be
was-
alive
Oh,
today.
God.
That was a terrible joke back then going around. You know, I loved Karen Carpenter. I know I'm just like the queerest, but like my sister used to listen to Yes and all the cool people. I would listen to Karen Carpenter and Tom
Why
Jones.
do birds-
I
Didn't she sing that?
suddenly appear. I was
Very
the
talented
most
singer.
uncool, horrible person there. Wait, I want to talk about something today also because I read this thing today in the news that it says Harvard said that there was this thing going across in front of the sun, and they think it could be. Wait, I want to say this right.
Oh, is this the
It
asteroid?
could, yes, no,
Yeah.
not that. It said it could be sent from extraterrestrials. Now,
I've been saying
wait a minute.
this for the longest fucking time.
And these-
That extraterrestrials hate our fucking guts because we're destroying this planet.
okay, Carrie believes. Okay, John,
Yeah, I'm
here's the
listening.
deal.
Well, it says
Carrie-
Carrie Carabas is watching, so that's good. Watching
Carrie
it.
believes in extraterrestrials. She believes that there are space things coming down. She believes that aliens are Asian. Is that right?
No,
Or-
I believe
Aliens
aliens.
are Asian.
No, that they're not Asian.
No, but
I
they-
believe they've created us. With DNA,
Okay.
they
Do you watch
mix-
Ancient Aliens? Do you
Yes,
believe that
I
guy?
do, I
well,
do.
I know why, because that guy that does the most talking is Greek,
with the hair.
with the crazy hair.
Wait
Yeah,
a
no.
minute, you didn't, Carrie. You didn't tell me that's why you listen.
No.
The guy is
Yeah,
Greek.
yeah.
Oh,
He's Greek.
Carrie.
But that's not
Atlantis is an actual, yeah, he's totally got it all figured
Really?
out. The
No, but
pyramids
there's a
are a
bunch of
key
he's not the only
to
right. The pyramids were put here as a compass
Oh,
for
boy.
them. They would find the pyramids, and then they
Ooh.
would. They actually, you can measure the Earth from these pyramids.
It's just facts.
Well,
it's
I
facts.
do
Yeah, you
think
just have to open up your eyes and see them.
Okay, I do think that they're the wonders of the world, the pyramids. Are they by aliens? Probably not. Probably slave labor.
Why? Probably not.
Why-
Who's that? How? Probably not. Why?
Because the truth is, if there were aliens, hello, wouldn't they be down here? Wouldn't they
No.
be doing
They're not
all
going to
this?
show. We're not ready.
Are
yet.
they friendly aliens? or are
Yes,
they
because we would have
hostile
been dead. We
aliens?
would have been dead already. They're friendly, and they're trying to see this thing they created, how far it's going to go. But it might not go that far
So,
because we already hate
Do you
each
think,
other's guts.
So do you think stuff is happening like
I love
Area-
you, Brian
Area
Plato,
fif-
too.
Area
Do you,
51?
Brian, do you believe I'm right? What? Yeah, I believe that. At the Area
have
51.
have you been to that area?
No, it says do not step foot on here. We'll shoot you to death.
Wait, what area? What area?
You know,
New
it's that the
Mexico.
yeah, it's in New Mexico. It's a
Oh, is that
military base.
Roswell or Rosalind?
Yeah,
or
Yes,
Roswell.
Roswell.
Well, that
It's
could be.
It's Rosalind.
Yeah, Rosalind, New Mexico.
Rosalind.
Don't come here to
Jews.
Rosalind.
A lot of Jews on the property.
Right.
No, but it's called.
We're
the-
aliens.
It's called the Interstellar Space Rocket, and it's called Wait.
Yeah, Area 51. Thank you, Brian.
Oumuamua.
And what is it?
They don't know, but it's like shaped like a penis, like a big long thing.
See?
It's got a long thing, and they say it's not necessarily. It wasn't sent from extraterrestrials, but it could have been sent from
So
extraterrestrials.
it's coming now towards us.
I don't know. They saw it in front of the sun. I don't know whether it's coming toward us or not. But they from Harvard, and I thought, oh my God, I got to tell Carrie.
So
because
here's
this
the
will
deal.
confirm all of Carrie's crazy
Well,
thoughts.
here's the deal.
Go ahead.
When they finally do make the final, connection with us, because we're not ready yet. We're like Neanderthals to them. They're so far ahead of us.
Why
in-
do you think they're ahead of us, though? What is this
Because
based
we're
on?
brand new on the planet. We're brand new on the planet. How human beings are like 5 minutes old
Well,
compared to the universe, which is millions and billions of years old.
Well, why would an alien? Maybe an alien's new. Why wouldn't the alien be as new as the people are? Why assume that?
No, because they came here. They came here from another planet. That means they know how to worm their way through the universe. We can't even get.
John, any
What
thoughts?
other questions do you have on the What other questions do you have?
Those
on
are right.
that?
Wait, you don't like the aliens?
It's okay, but we can talk about some other stuff.
my
We'll come back.
Did you
to it.
vote?
I did vote.
Did you vote?
I did vote. Let's talk about voting. Although
Yeah,
this
I
is not
voted
a
for
political
Xenu.
show.
I
This is
wasn't
not-
sure if I was going to vote for Pepsi or Coke.
Carrie did not vote.
For what?
It
Why
is
would
your
I- What would
civic
I
duty.
vote
Carrie, you
for?
didn't vote?
Carrie-
Really? Has any side ever done anything for either one of you?
Yes.
What did Obama do?
What did Abraham
For you?
Lincoln do?
Hold on.
I have health
Abraham Lincoln
insurance
freed
because
the
of President
slaves.
And he was a
Obama.
Republican.
He was a Republican. What's
and
wrong
he
with
was
that?
white.
This is Carrie's way of saying she's a Republican without actually saying.
No, I'm not a
You're a
Republican.
She's not anything.
I don't like anybody.
Okay. All right,
I
believe you.
don't. All I know is that my husband gets 40% of his fucking check taken out, but to pay for every fucking bullshit that these people are doing. They're robbing us. and
Who's
we're-
robbing us?
The government. They're taking
The
our money.
aliens
It probably
are robbing us
Listen, it probably
Go
is.
ahead.
to turn
The-
the
the-
pyramids
the-
into a Dwayne Reed.
Think about this.
Carrie could be right about the aliens.
They're taking
She
our
could be
money.
right. Go
They're
ahead.
taking our money out of our paychecks. They're taking out for Social Security. Where's the Social Security? They're saying that there's no more Social Security. They fucking stole the money. So what I'm just saying.
Look at John's face.
Well, no, it's funny because I usually get water at a podcast, and there's no water here, and I'm parched.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
gonna-
I have a water.
No, it's
Is that
fine.
fine?
It's
Yes,
just
she
kinda
does.
funny.
It's brand
Like
new.
I
She
asked him,
brings
like,
it.
"Oh, is there water?" He's like, "Oh no."
Patty usually brings water for
This
everybody.
has been used.
She doesn't want one that was up.
Second one? Maybe I don't. Shit, I don't have.
Patty, you usually bring all the waters for everybody.
I don't always. The last
Will they give
six-
me like a? Will
You
they
want a
give,
little bit?
Will they give me like a?
What do you
can I
mean
get a
they?
Coke
Like
out
we
of
have a
only
wait.
has
You think we have a
herpes.
waiters?
the club.
yeah.
If I go get a Coke.
Yeah, go
under
get
the
a Coke
gun.
and come back.
Is that all right?
Yeah, yeah. They'll wait.
Oh, we're just going to talk about my
Yeah, just keep
aliens.
talking.
We're going to talk about aliens and then
No,
we'll come
here's
up
what
with a
I'm
better
gonna tell you,
question for
Patty.
you.
Well, the whole time Obama was in office,
Oh, boy.
nothing
Oh,
great
no.
was done. The
Uh-huh.
whole time this guy's in
Oh, shit.
office, nothing
Politics.
great is done. I don't know. I don't follow it. I'm not voting for people I don't know. All I know is I'm getting it every year when I have to pay my home taxes. It's up the ass. Every time I give a paycheck, it's up the ass. Why should I have to work my ass off and give
That's
half
why
my-
you need
half-
to vote. You need to
Come on, Patty. It's never changed, and it's not gonna change.
It does
So
change.
be delusional.
Okay,
all
I
you
am
want.
delusional.
This
I
country's
voted
run
today.
by big companies. The lobbyists run this country.
That is true.
So when
That is
you
true.
take those guys down, then you have a fair
No,
shot.
but here's the thing.
But you don't.
Here's the
You
thing that I'm
can't
interested
take them
in.
down.
Okay, hold on.
And that's who puts those people in office.
That is true. But here's
So
what I
stop
like.
your delusion.
No, wait. There are people who are running now. There are people who say that they will not take money from big companies and lobbyists. And that's a big ballsy
Who are
thing
they?
for people who are running. You know, different people who
How
are
do you
running.
know?
Because they say it.
Okay, they say it, but how do you know they didn't take a little fucking bribe
Because
under the table?
well, you can always find that shit
You
out.
can always find that out. You can find out if I gave you $100 million in your pocket.
Yeah, you would. People would definitely know if you gave me $100 million.
It's all a scam, honey. It's a scam, and you fell for it. They've created.
Adam, please.
They
Adam,
created.
tell her something.
I'm just trying to figure out. I
Listen.
stepped out to go to the bathroom and the guest is gone.
They
I want to
created-
know what happened.
We called them gay one too many times. Look, we
Oh, there it is.
Back,
created.
you got a Coke.
They created two sides to make it look like there's actually two sides when it's really one side. It's them against us.
All
Let's
right.
be honest.
Okay,
Cut
let's
the
stop
shit.
talking. We won't talk about politics. What's the other thing? We shouldn't talk about aliens.
And they're laughing because they
Jo-
know I'm right.
John, let's see if anybody asked any questions. Let's go to our page and see if anybody Diet Cokes for president. We should build a wall to keep the aliens off our planet. Brian Plato. Okay. All right. No
You're
one.
right. I agree with Jason. Did you read what Jason said?
Which thing? Jason is Coke, he says.
No, everyone.
You agree with Coke?
No, yeah. Everyone who you vote for gets paid.
All right.
Okay? Everyone gets paid by taxation, and they have interest in getting. So when they vote for it, has an interest in getting paid. So therefore, it's all about the green buck. It's not about the people. They don't care.
All right, fine.
This is really good. I
Is
just
the
got out
Coke
of the
good?
gun
Yes, I'm glad you're changing
at
the
the
subject.
comic strip. No, I'm fine to talk about
It
politics.
has a
I guess
real
I must have
musty
been like
taste.
that thirsty. It's so good.
The Coke is good. I
really
I
good.
won't drink a Coke because you know what my teacher showed me in first grade, and this has made me never
Oh,
want to
that
drink a
tooth?
Coke. She put a tooth in a glass of Coca-Cola, and at the end of the week, the tooth had turned to dust in the Coca-Cola, and she got a little thing to fish it out, and you just saw the broken up pieces of tooth. 1 week, I think it was 1 week, 1 week or 2
Is
weeks.
that why my husband's teeth are crumbling out of his mouth?
Yes, John. Anything you would like to talk about? Anything you'd like to share with us? Anything?
I thought there.
I've
No, I thought
asked
there was
all
a-
my questions.
You have.
Look, I have 2 pages of questions. Look, 1,
Where are the questions?
2. These are all of them. How much time have we done?
I love the fact that you're making fun of me believing in aliens, but when they show up on their in their spaceship,
I'm not
are you
making
going
fun
to
of you.
say
It's
yes?
fascinating.
Are you guys going to say yes that I was right? Are you
listen.
going to bow down and kiss my feet?
I believe that there could be aliens, but probably not. They're
Why?
not
We
people
can-
with
we can go into
heads and eyes.
Well, okay.
What about this? Have you seen that Netflix documentary, or they're calling it that, called Haunted, about people that have had?
Oh, my kid was. Yes,
Experiences.
my daughter called me up. It was freaking her out because there's the lady in white. Is that the one with the lady?
Wait,
Yes.
Experiences
My
with
daughter
what?
is so freaked
With
out
aliens?
No,
by the
no,
lady in
listen.
white, and she goes, "What if I walk in front of a mirror and say whatever the fucking thing is, and then the lady in white will haunt her for the rest of her life?" I go, "Okay, you have OCD. People with OCD should not watch shows about ghosts."
Yeah, it was this family moved into an apartment, and a week prior there was a terrible double
Murder.
homicide.
Okay, I'm not talking about that.
But
We're
he's
not
talking
talk-
about
She wanted
ghosts.
to know. Well, she wanted to know if there was anything I wanted to talk about. So I'm talking about it. No, I'm not trying to be a
We're
douche. I'm just saying.
changing the subject on aliens because
All
you
right.
guys know
'Cause
I'm
that-
right.
No, no,
Okay,
I'm not.
no, but we can go to ghosts.
No, because that is like something I'm like, maybe
You
that would
believe in
be-
ghosts.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe in it, but I'll tell you this much. I know people that are like, oh no, I'm like a normal.
Yeah.
Like it would never occur to me that they would like, no, I've had experiences in my dreams.
Oh,
where
well, my dreams,
these, like,
I see dead
you know,
people in my
malevolent
dreams.
spirits
You see dead
and
people?
whatever.
My friend Margaret Everson was murdered by a serial killer. She was my best friend
Oh,
in grade
my
school.
God.
Choked to death by a serial killer.
How old?
Put in the trunk of her car. She had just gotten married. She lived in Texas.
How
She-
old?
She was 21 or 20 when she was in college. They found the car. Anyway, I had a dream about her.
What'd she
and
say?
She didn't say anything. It was the weirdest dream. I was so upset by it. And I went to her funeral. I didn't know how she died till years later because there was the internet. I couldn't ask her mother how did she die because I didn't want to upset her mother. So years later, I found it on the internet. But in my dream, I'm running, and then I'm swimming across a moat, and then I'm climbing up a castle. I'm climbing up the castle wall. I get to the top. There's a big stone window. I look into the window, and my friend Margaret is there, but I never see her face. I see her from the back, and she's wearing an outfit that was in a photograph that I had taken of her when we were in 6th grade. It's a green sweater and a plaid skirt. And
Wow,
she's
that's really
playing
good pot
the
you
piano.
smoke.
No, this wasn't last night.
Okay.
This was before pot. And she's playing the piano, and it's the most peaceful song. And I just peered in through the window, and I was like, oh my God, she's at peace. I can go. I climbed back down the side of the building. I swam across the moat, and I went home. And then I contacted her mother, and I said, I just want you to know about this dream, that Margaret's okay in the dream, and she's at peace, and I just want you to know my dream. And then she wrote me back. I wrote it in a letter. This is back in the day when people wrote letters. She wrote me back, thank you so much. That made me feel really...
That's weird
Good.
because my dream, she said to you, she was scratching out of the car. And
Carrie,
No,
that's
I'm just
terrible.
Kidding. I'm just
no,
saying.
but I really believe. And then I also had a dream about Mark Rader, who worked here. He was a comic, and he said that he was okay being dead, but that
So
he
they-
wished
they
he.
tell- they're
I've
telling
had
you.
dead people come to me,
Wow.
and my father had his mother come to him when his sister died. And she said, "You're still mad at me because my grandmother put his sister in a mental institution, and when she came out, she was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because they gave her shock treatments.
A lobotomy.
Yeah, they gave her basically a lobotomy. But she came to him. So I don't know if those are ghosts, but that's. Have you ever had that in your sleep? Any of you?
I've dreamt of my
My
grandfather.
folks,
Of your grandfather?
my folks rarely come into my dreams because I think I took care of everything when they were alive.
What
You
do
know
you
what
mean
I mean?
took care of it?
I said my goodbyes.
Oh,
my father
Yeah, it
died
was
right
a-
in front of
it
me.
was a- it
you
was a-
know?
Oh, he
Yeah.
died while you were in the
front of
room.
me. Yeah,
Oh.
like in front of me.
How'd
Like,
you know he was going to die?
I was in New York. I was
How old was he?
He was 80 or so.
Oh, okay.
I was it was here in the city, and I was
Yes.
having this this heated discussion with my wife about something, and the social worker up in the Cape called, and anytime, that's why you said 508, that's a Cape Cod area code, so anytime my
Oh.
phone would ring.
Might have been your house
Yeah.
calling.
Right. Anytime my phone would ring with that, I would get like a knot in my stomach because it was never like good news,
Oh.
So the social worker said, you should really come up. Like, he's either going to go tonight
Oh, wow.
or tomorrow.
They know.
Yeah. So I was like, I
Wow.
got to go. And I just rented a car and I drove up.
Oh, you lucked out
And
that you
I
made
lucked
it in
out. Like,
time.
he literally took his, I told him I loved him.
Oh.
Took his last gasp. And then, it
Oh.
was really intense. So I don't think there
So
was
he doesn't
like
need to come to you in your
Right.
dreams because you've already dealt
right,
with it.
but
They're
I have
watching
friends.
over you.
Yeah, but I have friends. I mean, it's really effed up. You
what
know?
do you mean? What happened to your
Well,
friends?
No, I have
Brian
friends that are
Plato's
like,
spooky chick chat.
yeah, it's true.
Ooh,
I
Brian.
have, I have this one friend. Like he was telling me about, like, oh, he went to this hotel out in the, he lives in L.A. and he went to some hotel in like the Wild West,
Yeah.
with his girlfriend at the time. And he's like, oh yeah, and you don't want to stay in room blankety blank because the spirits are really malevolent. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like
he
there's
told
nothing-
you that?
Yeah, and he's like, and I was like, what? I was like, and I'm totally like, do you have like, are you like on that wavelength? Like,
Yeah.
Because I don't like poo it, but I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, wait a minute,
It's
because
a
this is
little
just some
kooky.
like LA
Did you
guy.
stay
like,
in
bro.
that room?
No, he didn't stay in the room, but he starts telling me about how on a regular basis.
But did
he
you
had-
stay in that
No,
room?
no, I didn't go. I don't know I'm not going that fucking thing. But no, but like.
Even though like he doesn't believe it, he's like, I'm
Oh
not
no,
taking
no,
that
no! I
chance.
don't fuck
Don't
around with
tempt
that, man.
fate. Don't tempt
no,
fate.
man, no. But he would tell me about these dreams that he has, and he's visited by like entities, right? Not friends necessarily.
In dreams, he's visited by
Yeah.
entities?
And
Like
some of
Teresa
them are friendly.
Caputo, the Long Island media.
Some of them are
nuts.
friendly, and
Yeah.
he's like, some of them are not friendly.
What do you mean not friendly? What do they do?
I don't know, but he just gets a sense that they want to,
Mess
it's like
with him?
that Insidious movie. They want to, yeah, exactly. They want to fuck with
Oh my
you.
God.